Welcome to Creatively Exposed, a podcast and safe space for Black and marginalized creatives to empower, educate, and uplift you through the final product of self and creation. Bring a homie, share with a homie, and enjoy the show.
Y'all, we are in a whole new month. Time is moving a lot quicker than I thought it would. It's late as hell. However, I was like, I need to talk to the people. Renaissance is upon us, and let's do this how it's supposed to be done. Welcome back to Creatively Exposed, and this is a podcast where we rehumanize the creative one rough draft at a time. I think I like that. And so there's been so many different thoughts, feelings. It's interesting because you think, or maybe I think, that because I am living the entrepreneurial lifestyle that I would have more time on my hands. And when I tell y'all that is not the case, it's wild. But anyway, as per usual, the world is burning. And so here we are, right? I've been thinking a lot about grief, and I don't think we speak enough about the grief of when a body of work is completed. And that might hit for different reasons, right? Like, grief hits and has all of these different things that cause grief. Because we are beings of love. We are beings of connection. And for anyone who calls their work of art a labor of love, or their insert here baby, right? Like for me, book baby, then to reach its culmination, this thing that you have worked tirelessly around the clock for, non-stop, the obsessing, the losing sleep, the waking up in the middle of the night to write this thing or create this thing, the almost, and for some, needing to fight for the time to create in the busy lives that we all have. And then it is done. And there's a sense of satisfaction, but there's also this emptiness, at least for me, right? And I think a few folks have encountered this, where it's like, wow, I don't know if I have any more creation left within, because I made this art a well, and it holds everything that I had to give in the moment. Today I was vending at the Little Haiti Book Festival and thinking about this book, Soliloquy of an Ice Queen, 12 Steps of Letting Go, that I have now. And all of the living experience, then the character creation, but all of the emotion that it took to overflow into this well cannot go unnoticed, cannot go acknowledged there's a part of me that stayed back there and that I don't want to encounter again, but that I will also never come in contact with because I am no longer that person. And so allow that grief, allow that change, allow that small death. And I think of death as the tarot card, not, allow that reincarnation of self to come in, but also celebrate what you have created, what has taken from you what no longer fits within, that has stretched you and made you cocoon but then butterfly. And so just acknowledging that is a real thing. That was on my spirit today, y'all. And so some astrology updates, because a lot has happened, and I was like, oh, I didn't even release an episode for all of this. So Friday was the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. May 1st was the first day Pluto went retrograde. And today, today is now tomorrow, but Venus went into Cancer. What the hell all that mean? So it can be hella intense right now. It can feel like an unearthing or an unfurling of sorts. I've been using unfurling a lot. It can be that old things have been kicked up for resolution. So definitely look at what was going on in October of last year. Have you reached a completion of sorts? What no longer needs to stay? What can remain? What's working? What's not working? All of these things. We are still in a a Mercury retrograde, and eclipses, we can feel that energy up to 6 months. So purge, move the shit that don't need to be there out the way. And I'm also reading myself. Release and allow release to be healing. This is not time to bottle up everything, or you're gonna burst and it might just ruin some shit. Deadass. So there's nothing great about leaving, I'll call it an elephant. I had something more morbid to say, but the elephant in the room, right? Just being fed when the whole time the elephant needs to roam outside in the grass and do whatever, right? Have you touched grass lately? The other thing about Venus and Cancer, you might feel very protective of the soft parts of yourself. You might feel nostalgic. Shout out to the friends. Just because you feel nostalgia doesn't mean you remember shit the same. That you're in need of revisiting the past. It can just be, I had these memories that I feel were beautiful to me. That's it. You don't gotta go reach to nothing or nobody or none of that. The other thing is nurture connection that is nourishing to you with self and others. Allow emotion to be the thing that tells you what is right and what is wrong. Allow yourself to eat well, to rest well, to take care. But also, people love to talk about, cancers and whatever. But they have hard shells for a reason. They have claws for a reason. Don't sleep on the parts of you that need protecting. If you need to uphold your boundaries and someone is throwing off your emotional center, this is the time to say, you know what, we're not going to do this anymore. Okay? So that is astrology tip. What else I got going on? Wow, I've finally finished my week 6 of my sci-fi class, sci-fi and fantasy, and I'm doing it again July 9th. But y'all, what a fulfilling, wonderful, and exciting experience. The community was dope. The space was safe. I came to do what the fuck I came to do. I really enjoyed building the slides and the presentation and curriculum, the questions, and the cool thing about these spaces is people paid to be intentional in this time. And I don't believe in being a one-sided facilitator, educator, what have you. I believe in collaboration. And when collaboration and creativity get together, it's magic. It's absolute magic. And so I can't wait to do it in July. I'm going to throw the link up just in case anyone is interested in spending 6 weeks with me. And we go from world building all the way down to resources and all kinds of stuff. I'm thinking about adding more information around just general things around the submission process. But wow. I get energized every single time I teach, and I think that says a lot, especially as an introvert. That's what I am. I run out of social battery. I ran out today. At least I lasted most of the day, and then I was like, woo, power down. And so, to more wonderful spaces such as those. Yeah, that's what I have to say about that. And I'm working on a whole bunch of stuff. If anyone is local, I'm working on some local stuff. And still out here growing. The interesting thing about where I am, and this is my October to now journey, and October had a lot of fear, but a lot of defiance. I have hella journal / diary / and and I looked back and checked to see if I had written anything in October. And when I tell you that my declarations are where I'm at for the most part, right? Maybe not everything, but it's still very uncertain. It is still something that I'm doing my best to not live in lack. And I think I'm finding headway finally. And for me, that is huge. It is humongous to follow the road that I have been wanting to take, and I have been doing the work to continue removing this deep-rooted programming to need to do the absolute most. I know I still need to work on getting rest, but I am heading there, I think. I'm heading towards, I won't say still waters, because sometimes that is stagnancy, but the tide is something that I can deal with when it is high and when it is low. Does that mean I'm out here like, yeah, millionaire, whatever? Absolutely not. But my inner world is becoming more abundant than I thought possible. And there is a positive silence within me. And so I want y'all to maybe even look at your calendar. Look at your calendar and see what was going on, right? Like if you went anywhere or whatever, just maybe only look at the past to see how you have sprinted forward, shooted forward, expanded forward, elevated higher, or not, right? But being able to like, oh, let's recalibrate. Healing isn't linear because we're alive. I don't know if it was TikTok. I think it was a TikTok of a young man. I sound like I'm 75. Of a man talking about how he was frustrated about like the really highs and the really lows. And his therapist said, if it were to be an even level, it's like your heart, right? Like the heart monitor showing that you're alive. It goes up, it goes down, and like so, right? Like so, like that. But if it is even, if it is continual, then you have flatlined. And so I'm on my highs and lows and finding ways to dance within these flows. It ain't easy. But maybe it's becoming easeful because I have continued. I haven't put a stop to possibility. And so it is also Mental Health Awareness Month. And so I'm going to see if I can post some resources or post one of my mental health resources episodes. So either or, it's late as hell. I am incoherent, but I had some things on my chest. Like, I always love to say it, what if you fly? Also, I will copy a post that I will put the link of this post around grief that comes up. Just like some tips, some things that I do to help ease it a little bit. I hope it's useful. And as always, thank you for listening. I appreciate every single one of you that take time to listen to the ramblings of a creative entrepreneur. Until further notice, right? I'm gonna let the universe surprise me as I put in hella work. And to be continued. Do not forget that you are magic. pas oublier où c'est magique. No te olvides que eres magia. Have a wonderful week, y'all. Are you interested in unlimiting your healing journey? If so, please check out astrolizasix.com, also in the show notes. If you want to begin your crystal collection, need a tarot reading for spiritual guidance, or a natal chart reading, the dates open up in next week, July 8th. So if you are interested in any of those things, we got decks, incense, sage, all of the things. Check out astrolizasix.com and reconnect to your inner healing.
Thank you for listening to the show. Check out our Patreon, the website in the show notes. Rate, review, and subscribe or share with the homie. And don't forget that you are magic. No te olvides que eres magia. Pas oublier où c'est magique. Take care and see you next week.